Hey guys, what's up? This is Josh. Just doing a little bit of training here. I figured I'd put something together for you guys to give you some ideas to work from. And so I've got a video that I've published on my Facebook page and on my YouTube channel, and I'll kind of walk through a little bit of that, right? So um, you can go to this channel here that I've got. I'll put the link in here. Um, for my examples here, right? Video example. You can go to my Facebook page, or you can go, and you could go to both, the page that for my channel as well, for YouTube, which should be youtube.com at the real Metro East SEO, right? And so that's just some links there if you're wanting to see my video examples that I published. And the goal here is for you to create content that is unique to you as a business owner. Yes, you are a Succentrix franchisee. You do own a portion of that, right? Because you're a part of this bigger franchise. But you as an individual, right? You have unique experiences, right? That will cover things that maybe another franchisee isn't going to be able to cover or doesn't have that experience, right? And so you need to have the content production so that it makes you stand out amongst your community where you're at, who you're working with, right? And you'll have businesses, right, that will like and follow your stuff, and you need them to see these videos like what I'm producing now. And so there's there's quite a bit of content creation within this document that you're going to get, because I'm going to share this, make sure that it's available out there and shared to every one of you. But this is just an example. It's a monthly, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, right? And then extra days for longer months, right? You can go through and for the introduction to Succentrix, meet our team and our mission, right? And so put something together of what the mission of Succentrix means to you as an individual, right? It doesn't have to be super long, right? You can go to ChatGPT and ask for help and say, hey, ChatGPT, can you analyze Succentrix.com and help me come up with a good 30-second to maybe a 5-minute at the longest, right, video explaining the mission of Succentrix, right? And you can ask ChatGPT to come up with that, text. Go through it. Don't just read it line by line, right? Copy and paste that information into a document, a Word document, and edit it to your, to what it means to you, right? To what this business means specifically in your experience, right? Then you take that, that transcript, or you take that idea and you create a video like this, right? So I've got some links here. So like this microphone, it's important to have good audio. If you're just using an audio from a laptop or an audio just from a webcam or something like that, it's going to sound very spatial and tinny, and it's going to pick up a lot of outside noises, especially if you're in a room that doesn't have good soundproofing, right? The microphone that I've got here is relatively inexpensive. I'll pull up that link here, right? It's a condenser mic. You don't have to use that this piece here. This device here that goes in front of it is supposed to make it so that if you say any words with like a P, the p, it makes it so that it doesn't feed back. Sorry about that. Makes it so that it doesn't feed back and make obscene noises into it. I use this little guy down here that I'm kind of highlighting on the screen. You can kind of see him right here, and it helps to reduce that as well. It just kind of muffles it if you have any aggressive sounds that come through. And this is a USB microphone, so it literally just plugs into your USB port on your computer, right? And it's fairly inexpensive. It says 10% off here with this piece here. And I've got mine, it's mounted using this bracket here on, I put a just a bracket. It's a piece of wood that's like screwed into my wall. I'll see if I can grab my camera here and not screw up this this recording, right? This training. And so as you look over here, it's on my wall, and it's you know, attached, and then the this metal arm is clamped onto that. So I do that mainly just because I want to have something that I can easily, you know, if I get to a point where I'm done doing my recordings for the day, I can just take the mic like this and do this. Move it away and out of my, you know, range here, you know. So just keep that in mind whenever you're looking. You don't have to do this stuff. These are recommendations. Having professional audio is a big deal when it comes to like sounding professional as well. And so as far as video is concerned, I do have a microphone that a video camera that I use. That's, you know, this is even less expensive. It's a Nexigo one, and it does have audio built into it, but this audio recording isn't very good. It's not super awesome. It's a 1080p webcam, so the video is good enough, right? You can get nicer ones. I think Nexigo creates one that's like a 2K one. Yeah, 2K webcam with remote. I don't know that you necessarily need that. You can grab it if you want. It's a little bit more expensive. It'll make your video more higher quality. I may upgrade to that eventually, but it's not something that I need right now. The next thing that you want to do is have a tool that you can edit your video recordings, right? And so you could just go live. You could go down here and just hit the live video button on Facebook and take it live and just see how it goes, right? But going live, you can't really like go back and edit things and like correct, you know, what you're saying. And so you can't start over if you did a recording, or you can't take a recording and be like, I'm going to record this again and practice, right? Can't really do that very well with this setup. And same with, you know, on YouTube. If you create a live on YouTube, it's the same way. So what I do is I have this tool that I use. It's ScreenPal. You don't have to use this. You can use another one, right? But you can download ScreenPal for free. I don't know how much free services that it has associated with it. I pay for a yearly license. I think it costs me like $60 a year or something like that. If I go to pricing here, it might actually provide me with that information. Solo Max. Oh, I guess, okay, so it was $64.49. It's going up to $120 a year. So it's a little bit more expensive. But I mainly use this because it hosts my content on here as well. Private videos, because I have a team and I train them. And I have private videos with private folders with private training that allows me to train my team to do specific things. You don't necessarily need this feature, right? And so you might look at other options like Loom.com also has similar features as well. You could try that out too. I think it probably has a free version of that as well that you can test out. But you want something that will allow you to, once the video's done, you can do edits, you know, minor edits to it if you want. You don't have to do minor edits, but the neat thing is you can save down a video file onto your computer and then upload that video file to Facebook using that button right there, right? And then you can also upload that video file to YouTube as well, the same one. I think like Loom might have more functionality and features, but ScreenPal allows you to upload directly to YouTube, and then you can edit the content. So like I go into the video here, and I'll do details, and I edit this content. I make sure I put a backlink to my website within the content, and then kind of explain what the content is doing here, roughly, right? You can also get ChatGPT to help you by saying, ChatGPT, look at this video and provide a summary or a transcript of it. And then copy and paste that transcript of your video into your description as well. The more keywords you build into this description, the more it's going to be relevant on the internet. And the more that if somebody in your local area is searching for an accountant, it's going to pop up, right? It'll pop up on their feed because YouTube is owned by Google. So get involved with YouTube videos for sure, right? There's, you know, a few things you have to click. You have to say, no, it's not made for kids. There's no age restriction though. These are some things that it's going to require of you to do. If you need a more deep dive into how to use this, let me know. It's fairly, straightforward. You just have to do a little bit of reading on the screen to kind of like follow through with it. And so yeah, we've covered the equipment that I use for creating video content. Video recording tools here, ScreenPower, Loom is what you can use. If you want to see my example that I just recently did on Facebook, you can see it there. This is a video that I did where I have my face down here in the bottom right hand corner, but I'm going over a topic on my desktop. Now, you don't have to, you can share your full screen and just do a full video interview type situation and share it that way. It's up to you. Just depends on if you have any data you want to show on your screen or not. And so this calendar, you don't have to stick to it specifically. Like you do exactly what it says on that day, right? Make it your own if you like. Update it. Do different things. And if you're like, man, I just don't know what to, the top 5 tax deductions for small businesses, Tax Tip Tuesday. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Go to ChatGPT and say, ChatGPT, can you provide me with the top 5 tax deductions for small businesses in 2024, right? Have ChatGPT spit that out to you, right? Of the top 5 tax deductions. Read through it, or maybe ask for the top 10 tax deductions, and then you read through it and you see which 5 are really going to be the most benefit to people because, hey, guess what? You're an accountant. You know this better than ChatGPT does, okay? Just take that content and make it your own, right? I wouldn't just read right off the screen of what ChatGPT produces. You could save it to a Word document, edit it as you see fit, and use it, right? You can take that same Word document, right? And once we have your website built, you can create a blog post out of it like that, right? It's not hard to do, right? We'll show you how to do that stuff, once the new websites are up. There'll be some training on how you can use it, how you can update your blog articles to it as well, right? So another really important thing that I'm going to talk about here too is you're going to have these pieces in here where it's going to talk about, let's see, a case study on how Succentrix helped a client save money. It might not be a bad idea to hop on a Zoom and record that and then upload that video to your YouTube channel and Facebook, right? I mean, if you use Zoom, great. You can record the video on it. You can also do a Google Meet. Google Meet you can use also, and you can do a Teams meeting even. If somebody, let's say your client has Teams and Succentrix has Teams as well, guess what? You can record that Teams meeting and ask the client how you help them save money, right? And ask them if you're allowed to upload this to your social media and to your YouTube channel, right? Video testimonials from a satisfied client. Guys, we need these. Not only do we need these from our individual clients that you as an accountant work with, we're going to need these testimonial videos with you, right? Because, you used to maybe work in a 9-to-5 job somewhere, right? And now you own your own business. How has that changed your life? How has that made your life more flexible, right? How has that improved your work-life balance? Think about that kind of stuff that's going to help the franchise be able to market out to other franchisees that would potentially be able to come on board and be able to add value as well in this group effort. And so I wouldn't get too, hung up on like, oh, well, what do I talk about during a testimonial with one of my clients? Here's another idea, right? Go to ChatGPT and type in there and ask ChatGPT to come up with the top 5 questions to ask a satisfied client who has utilized Succentrix tax and business planning services, right? See what ChatGPT comes up with, right? See what they spit out, and then do some edits on that, right? Don't go directly to it and say, okay, I'm going to use exactly what it says word for word, right? Use AI as a means to help you generate ideas. You don't have to come up with these ideas on your own. You can have ChatGPT help you come up with ideas, and then you sort of, mold them into the right set of questions to ask your client, right, for that video testimonial. Video testimonials will need to go on your website. They need to go there. It's not even a question of like, should video testimonials, you need video testimonials of your clients on your website. Okay. I mean, that's, like, especially if you're in a business where you're trying to get more people to sign up with you, right? And you're looking at volume to getting people in. Testimonials are going to help so much. And so I highly suggest that, you don't just do this one time. Maybe do one of these a week if you can, right? Some of you have, maybe 5 clients. Some of you have maybe 100, maybe 300 clients, right? It can take you a while to go through all of your clients, but hey, ask your client if it would be okay to feature them on your social media and to record a video on how, tax accounting has helped them be able to save money and grow their business, These topics, Financial Tip Friday, managing payroll efficiently. If you want to change that to something else, change it to something else, right? Go to ChatGPT and ask ChatGPT to come up with a Financial Tip Friday for a Succentrix franchise business looking to help businesses, right, save money and grow their business through tax deductions and tax planning, right? Ask ChatGPT to help you, right? If I'm going to be working on coming up with some prompts, and you're like, Josh, what's a prompt? So a prompt is something that you can just copy and paste and put into ChatGPT, and it's going to spit out information that you can use, right? You can put together, right? Because we want to be able to leverage ChatGPT and any kind of AI to be able to help us grow our business. If it gets to a point where things are looking like we're going to need to really leverage ChatGPT a lot more, we'll look at integrating that into the systems that we have set up. And so just let me know if this information is going to be helpful, and start working on developing this content. You don't have to do this once per day. You could be like, all right, I'm going to set aside the morning of every Friday, because I try to avoid spending, setting up appointments for this specific day, and Friday's that day. So in Friday morning, I'm going to create like 7 videos worth of content, right? Not just that one, but that one. I'm going to create 7 videos of content, and that way it's ready to go, and I can upload it to Facebook, whenever I want, whenever I choose. It's going to help a lot with being able to manage your content production. Because whenever you get into this video production, content creation mood, it's going to be really easy for you to just flow into the next topic. You can hit pause on the video and save that video down and call it that day, right? That topic, and then start another video with a new topic, right? You can really move through it, especially if you know your stuff as far as your business is concerned. You may not even need to ask ChatGPT for ideas on how to prepare for tax season. You may have like 300 things that it's like, this is what you should do to prepare for tax season, right? And you just write them down and be like, I'm going to create, 3 videos today on how to prepare for tax season. And then boom, you've got more content. The more content you push to your social media and your YouTube channel, the better. A lot of times YouTube channels, they rank based on the frequency of the content that you produce. So if you can produce 30 videos in a day, there's another tool called Opus that you can use to help create shorts and reels from just one long video piece. And so we can talk more about that in another video. But if you produce like 30 pieces of content a day, it's gonna move. You're gonna move quickly. And so like on Facebook here, when I post, I'll do photo/video, I'll click that button and I'll drop that video file right here. And as it's uploading, I'll come up with a quick thing about what that video is about, And then you can even ask ChatGPT, hey ChatGPT, go to this YouTube video, because you'll post a YouTube video first, and get me a transcript or get me a summary of that video. And then you can copy and paste that in here and make sure you put a backlink. Make sure you put a backlink back to your website for all of your services that you offer, so that you can send people to your digital assets. Click-through rate is a big It's a big factor in ranking. So try to get people to click through to go to your website. And so I know I'm hitting 20 minutes on this training video, so I probably should cut it short here, but I'm going to be sending this out to you guys, and I'm also going to be putting the video to this training in here as well. It's going to be on YouTube. So if you need to come back to it in the future, you can. So let me know if you have any questions on this, and if this sparks any ideas that you want to reach out for me to create more training videos in the future for. So thanks.